I would say that for the feedback we've gotten from different brands, it'll boil down to two things. One, authenticity. So, while there are a lot of influencers and content creators using the AI to do voiceovers or to change their messaging, our brands are looking at, does it still come across authentic? And two, where are their followers located? So at the end of the day, a lot of our brands are wanting to work with those micro influencers whose followers are in a certain niche neighborhood or area, and that's I think it is becoming so saturated with everyone starting to sound the same. So now we have kind of those different differentiators when we're looking at booking certain influencers. But we have received that feedback and have had clients request influencers redo voiceovers because it is a robot sounding voice, and they're like, that's not authentic, and we're not paying this amount of money for them to sound like this.
Just want to touch on something. I will say I don't work with influencers. I work with brands and small businesses. But you know what? I'll come back to this later. I had a brain fart. I'll give this to Wendy.
So for us, we don't have that feedback. Most of the clients that work with us, they want influencer first-person perspective, right? That's why they do influencer marketing. So we vet the influencers first. So we're making sure that they are creating actual content, they're visiting the locations, and then they're not doing AI voiceovers. And then so the thing is that a lot of times, right now the platforms are actually penalizing content that's AI generated. So all the platforms are demonetizing those content. So if the influencer's using AI content to generate content for you, they're not actually reaching the number of people you think they are. So we vet, from my company, we vet the influencer not just content, but also authenticity if they're buying followers and views. We deny 71% of the influencer applications because they're buying engagement. So sometimes you think the piece of content reached 300,000 people, it only reached 300. So that could be that what's playing into it. And then a lot of times, the social media platforms say, oh, this is AI generated. People will either swipe away or they'll be penalized in the feed, in the algorithm. So I don't think these influencers are as successful as they are, unless they're talking about AI generating content, right? So a lot of people are very interested in those type of content. I would say authenticity is key, and I only work with the influencers that can show you first-person perspective, because for my clients, they're travel, lifestyle, food, restaurants, hotels, and that's all people care about. AI, OpenAI just launched Sora 2, right, like a couple of days ago. It creates fantastic videos with sounds, and the founder, I forgot his name, he was in the video, and it looked kind of realistic. He was talking in the video, right? But those type of content can only be used for certain type of ads. And then it's not gonna be, but if you're selling things to people, which we are people who's consuming these type of content, if you're selling these things, you want people's first-person perspective. I've seen ads where there's a supermarket trying to sell me fresh produce, but the whole thing is animation. So I don't think I will ever go to that supermarket because I don't think it's fresh,